Did Young Miami just snitch on Diddy? This was after she basically kicked out Diddy from her life. And while fans totally understand where she came from, a lot of people are still confused, especially since she has been pretty vocal about her support for Puff since day one. Soon after, people started speculating that something might have happened. It's also possible that Young Miami had enough and got tired of getting dragged into the mess and just wanted to live a peaceful life with no dramas.
I just want to relax. I just want to travel, raise my kids, have a good time, laugh, don't do no drama. I'm a mother, no drama.
However, more dark secrets are coming out of the bag, and by the looks of it, Young Miami is about to join the people who are exposing Diddy. There are even rumors that she will testify against her baby daddy in court. This was after another lawsuit was filed against Puff, this time involving a 17-year-old who is accusing him of SA and more. Okay, now everything is heating up, so make sure you buckle up and let's get started. Diddy had been the talk of the town for weeks, and when he finally thought he could take a breather from all the lawsuits and legal stuff, another person would pop out of nowhere with another set of accusations thrown at him. But despite how serious the situation had been, there were still people who decided to stand their ground with Diddy. At this point, it's surprising to say that some people still believe he is innocent.
The tip of the iceberg when it comes to Diddy. This is just the beginning. Cassie has 10 years of dealing with that man.
After Cassie filed the lawsuit, the spotlight also turned to Miami, since she was the most recent partner who broke up with Diddy. And while their split initially didn't stir tons of rumors, fans started digging more into it when the lawsuit was filed, especially since we all know Cassie made very shocking allegations against Diddy. Soon after, people believed that Miami knew something was wrong and decided to save herself before it was too late. At first, it was believed that Miami didn't want to be controlled, and just like Cassie, she had enough and decided she was better off without Diddy. In connection to this, an interview she had with Revolt resurfaced, where she proclaimed that she could not be tamed.
I do what I want to do. Always have, always will. I cannot be tamed. Like, I'm going to do what I want to do.
Really?
Even the infamous Jaguar Wright agrees. In a bombshell interview, she spilled some tea about Diddy and his alleged crazy parties. At one point, she talked about how Diddy supposedly treats his partners. Take note, this was before Cassie filed the lawsuit, and during this time, everyone thought she was just talking nonsense. But guess what? She was spot on.
And congratulations, Young Miami. Run as fast as Cassie did.
But it turns out this is not the case. And while everyone is trying their best to distance themselves from Diddy, especially after the fiasco Cassie's lawsuit caused, Miami is different, or so we thought she was. This is after she continued to show her support to the father of her child. But things took a drastic turn, and now Miami is proving that she is not as into Diddy as everyone is saying. Because of this, all the chaos and mess that had been going on between her and Diddy when they were supposedly still together made sense. Miami and Diddy have been romantically linked since last year, but it was not until June of this year that they confirmed their relationship on the City Girls Rappers podcast series, Karesha Please. Well, at most, it's a partial green signal. Honestly, fans are still confused about their status, even after what happened. The confirmation didn't come across as straightforwardly as people wanted it to, especially since Diddy was talking about his new song, Gotta Move On, before Miami asked about their relationship status. Talk about timing. And yes, it's the same song fans believed Diddy dedicated to Cassie. The same Cassie accused him of horrible things throughout their relationship. The audacity, right? When Miami finally asked him what they were, Diddy said that their relationship at the time started pretty casual, as they would have dates while they were still friends. There was even one time during the Met when Diddy started looking very uncomfortable when the host asked him about his relationship with Miami.
The $1 million question is, so do y'all officially go together real bad? I'm asking. I want to know.
She gonna answer that.
You not answering that?
No, I'm answering, of course. Real bad. We here.
Because of this, Comments about how Diddy is treating the relationship started spreading online, and countless opinions about why Diddy is having a hard time putting a label on his relationship with Miami popped up on the internet. Nevertheless, Miami continued to be happy with Diddy. From there on, Miami was determined to make their relationship perfect. And while Diddy was still very 50-50 about their status, she was not backing down.
Y'all always see us together, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That nigga can't leave me alone. He told y'all, I'm a park, baby. I'm fun. We just be vibing. Like that's my when I'm with him. Mm-hmm. Like right now, I ain't with him, so I don't know what he doing.
But we all know what happened a few weeks ago. Cassie's lawsuit literally put a stop to Diddy's life, career, and everything that was going on for him. Not to mention how her lawsuit opened the doors for other people to finally take the first step and sue Diddy for the horrible things he did to them throughout the years. This legal battle, of course, affected Diddy on a different level. He had to pay millions of dollars to settle the first lawsuit and had to deal with the new ones without a break.
Please don't forget to subscribe and open the notification bell for the latest Hollywood gossips and drama. It will help me a lot. Thank you so much in advance.
Not to mention how he had to step down from his post as CEO of Revolt and was dropped by brands he used to partner with. What's worse, his rival 50 Cent had been taking the opportunity to take a hit on him, and now he announced that he is making a documentary to expose Diddy and finally end his career once and for all. Because of this, people say this is the start of his downfall. While everyone was trying to end Diddy, Miami did the opposite. At first, she was pretty low-key about it, and fans pointed out how she started being inactive on X after the lawsuit was filed. And if you'd been following her since the beginning, you'd know she's not someone who stays quiet, especially when it comes to Diddy. This is why she started trending online. Soon after, people became worried about her and even speculated whether or not she experienced the same nightmare Cassie narrated in the lawsuit. Since the issue was so big, it didn't take that long before everyone was talking about it on social media, and Miami's name was dragged into the mess without her even speaking a word about it. However, it was only expected that people wanted to know what she thought because she had publicly dated Diddy before. It didn't take that long before fans were able to dig up something, and you'll be surprised at what they found. In a post made on X, a fan shared photos of Miami with Diddy. At first, there's really nothing wrong with the photos, but once you zoom in on her nails, you'll start noticing something. Fans pointed out that Miami has always had white nails since she started dating Diddy, and if you were able to read Cassie's lawsuit, you'll know that she mentioned how Puff allegedly instructed her to only paint her nails white. Coincident? Many people think it's not, and there's a big chance that Miami is also getting treated the way Cassie was treated when she was still together with Diddy. So why is she keeping mum about it? Some say it's all about the money. At this point, Miami might choose to keep her lips shut since Diddy might be giving her a ton of money behind closed doors. This is also the reason why there are speculations that she was paid to do some damage control when the mess broke and she suddenly started posting videos of her child with Diddy. And then there's another possible reason that involves her safety. Like, it took Cassie 10 long years before she decided to speak out because she was afraid, so it's probably the same with Miami.
Speaking of Carisha, don't go to Carisha and expect her to say anything, because I'm pretty sure that woman is staying silent for her life.
To say that no one was expecting this kind of response from her was an understatement. And once again, she became the talk of the town. But this time, not for good reason. As a result, she was dragged along with Diddy. However, while people thought Miami was ready to do down with her baby daddy, the situation took a drastic turn. And believe it or not, Miami finally decided to call it quits with Diddy. And while they had been officially over since April of this year, Miami is serious this time around and literally kicked out Diddy from her life. Okay, now everyone is curious, what happened? Especially after countless people joined forces to expose him once and for all. Did I even mention the endless lawsuits he is facing? One of which is not tallying as the 5th legal battle he has to face after Cassie jump-started everything.
Hard players. So a 5th lawsuit has been filed against Puffy, Sean Combs,
Diddy, love Combs, all of the above. A fifth lawsuit has been filed and now he's making a statement.
And by this time, fans were not even surprised anymore after a fifth lawsuit was filed against Diddy. But these new accusations might be the final nail in the coffin because after being able to dodge the 4 lawsuits that were first filed against him, this latest complaint might be enough to put him behind bars. This was after a new victim said that the business mogul assaulted her and did other nasty things to her. The victim, who has decided to go by Jane Doe to preserve her identity, said in the complaint that Diddy and his buddies and trafficked her in 2003 when she was just 17 years old. Yup, you heard that right. She was that young when Diddy allegedly put his hand on her. Just imagine the trauma she suffered from it. Not to mention, if this is proven true, Puff will surely have a hard time recovering. The federal complaint was filed on her behalf by the legal firm Wigdor LLP against Diddy and Harve Pierre, the president of Puff's company, Bad Boy Entertainment, as well as a third assailant who remained unnamed. According to the 17-year-old complainant, Mr. Pierre approached her at a lounge in Michigan, near where she was living at the time, and told her that he was best friends with Mr. Combs, and then called Mr. Combs, who was in New York City at that time. And just like that, her horror started. Her complaint actually details the horrible things she suffered at the hands of Diddy, and at this point, Diddy had done countless terrible things to a lot of people that we already lost count of. Maybe this is the reason why Miami made the hard choice and cut any connection with Diddy, because if he falls, she'll surely fall alongside him if she continues to associate with her baby daddy. How about you? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Also, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more.